Oh, I'm joking. I don't know what I'm doing. Okie dokie, everyone. It's Ant here, and welcome back to ddlc Side Stories. It's time. I'm trying to do these every other day or night, whatever. Um, yeah, I'm trying to do this every other night because you guys seem to like it, and I love it too. Um, this is where I got the thumbnail. I decided to do these do these pictures of the thumbnails. These ones. These pictures. Okay, let's... I think that's good, right? I don't know. Yeah, let's start. This is part 6, right? Is this part 6? If it's not... Okay, yes it is. Part 6. Here we go. This is about Natsuki and Yuri. Um... I try to match the thumbnails where the theme is for each character and stuff. So yeah, let's begin. Hopefully nothing crashed. Hopefully nothing bad happens. Let's do this. Okay. I could zoom in a little bit more. Right? Is that good? Yeah, I think that's good. It's only been 1 day since Yuri's letter has deserved to Natsuki. Delivered to Natsuki with Monika's help. Because Yuri chose not to attend the club meeting that day, she and Natsuki haven't faced each other since. Although it's only lunchtime, Yuri finds herself anxiety, anxiously counting the hours until she will need to face the outcome of her efforts, whenever good or bad. And because the passing by of students was making her feel even more anxious, Yuri picked out the most secluded spot she could find to spend her lunch. Because she staircase is under maintenance on student. No student would have any reason for coming here. It's such a relaxing feeling to have a moment of silence in the middle of a frantic school day. Wait, no, that's... Dad? What are you doing here? I just... Yuri grips her book with enough force to break her hand. I'm joking. With enough force to weaken her, winkle her page beneath her pressure of her thumbs. Well, what are you doing here? I just came to get a drink from the vending machine. The other one is out of the drink, I think. Yuri noticed Natsuki fidgeting with a few coins between her fingers. She nods, avoiding eye contact. Natsuki, also looking away, shuffles over to the vending machine. It's so quiet and every one of her movements seems to vibrate through the entire staircase. I'm joking. After far too long, she finally regains her which she then fidgets with in place of the coins. It's some kind of iced tea. But instead of leaving right away, Natsuki just stands in place. She glances all around her. It's like, way too quiet back here. It's creepy. I mean, that's not what I meant, really. I meant it's totally cool that it's your thing, or whatever. Like, I can see how it suits you, so, not because I think you're creepy or anything. I didn't mean that either. I'm just gonna stop talking. That seems like a good idea. It's okay. Everyone is okay. I mean, everything is okay. Yuri finds herself attempting some words of comfort after hearing Natsuki stammer herself into dejected dejection or something like that. Seemingly, in response, Natsuki approaches the base of the staircase and hesitantly sits herself down near Yuri. Well, I can leave if you want. Yuri shakes her head. Natsuki twists the cap of her drink and takes a sip. Despite receiving Yuri's general perception, Natsuki doesn't say anything more. Yuri continues to read, or at least pretends to. And the two just sit there for a long time. The tension seems to fade a little bit as the time passes. Even without any words, this seems to mean at least something. Through thought, it's not clear what that may be. Lunch ends more quickly than expected. More quickly than expected. Okay. Natsuki is the first to stand up with her empty drink bottle. Are you coming today? To the club? Yuri nods. I'm sorry for being so awkward. I'm really bad at talking about this stuff. I just can't for some reason. I don't know why. But I want to eventually. There's no rush. I promise. Thanks. It's the next day. Natsuki appears from around the corner and steps up to the vending machine, glancing at Yuri as she does so. Today, she seems to be holding some kind of book as well. Oh, you're here again. Well, I just came here to read this because there aren't any people around here. Oh? I thought you didn't like how quiet it is. Well, I don't, but there's no people here. I see. Natsuki sits down. The mood feels much different today than it did yesterday. After yesterday's lunch and the club meeting that followed, Natsuki and Yuri are beginning to feel more relaxed around each other again. Although Yuri's letter is still lingering in the back of Natsuki's mind, she continues to doubt around it. But it's okay that I'm here. Wait, but it's okay that I'm here? Yeah, I don't care. I mostly just don't feel like dealing with the crap I get from my friends about it. Especially since like they all just assume I stopped reading manga after I joined the literature club. Not that I'm trying to hide it from them exactly, but I just don't want it to come up again now after I've waited so long for this new volume to come out, literally months at this point. You don't have other friends who are into manga? Not unless online friends count. And Sayori, but that's different because she's not exactly into it. She just likes it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because Sayori's, yeah, it's Sayori. She likes everything. Honestly, you're lucky that the books you're into at least just look like books, so you don't have to feel like everyone is constantly judging you by what you're reading. That would be awful, especially since I already hate attention so much. Well, it's a good thing I have thick skin, I guess. By the way, I would totally recommend finding some friends online if you haven't already. If you're like me and have no one to share your hobbies with. Oh, I have online friends since middle school, actually. I was especially desperate back then. It's not, it's not, no, it's somewhat embarrassing to remind about those days. Sometimes I feel like the, the me from a few years ago would have benefit from a good smack across the face and a stab in the stab in the stomach twice and then the heart once. Oh, whatever. We were all just stupid kids back then anyway. Some of the fanfics I wrote, thank gosh, I used a post. But I liked it at the time. I got a lot of fulfillment out of it. And plus, I can look back and say with confidence that I've become a better person since then. So I don't think I would change anything. I wonder if a few years from now we'll think the same thing about our current selves. Probably. That doesn't make you uncomfortable? No, of course not. I don't care what other people think of me, especially someone who doesn't even exist yet. Alright, here. Natsuki raised her hand to her face and forcefully slaps her own cheek. That's me for the future, coming to terms with me right now. Also, ow, fuck, that hurt. I didn't mean to do it that hard. Ah! Yuri doesn't seem to react. I'll be cracking up. But then, to Natsuki's surprise, Yuri's shy looks the other way before lifting her arm and doing the same thing to herself, loudly smacking her cheek. Then she turns red and stares into her lap, but is unable to hide a smile as thought it was a really funny joke. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't know you had it in you. I don't. I don't even know why I did that. Ah, it fucking hurt though. Maybe I thought it would be funny? Sorry, I keep distracting you. You said you were looking forward to reading, but I keep going on about this, all about this nonsense. I'll let you get to your reading. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess I'll do that then. The conversation ends quickly and Natsuki opens her book. The two read silently for the reminder of the lunch hour, but the whole time Yuri feels distracted by a twist of regret over having so abruptly forced the end of their conversation. Oh man, that scared me. Okay. Oh wow. I didn't know how low I was of the drinking of my soda. Soda tastes good. I meant soda sleep. You're back. Yeah, I'm here to lay low again. Another day has passed. During lunchtime, Natsuki finds herself having wended to the stairway once more because Natsuki actually starting to like Yuri and even talking to her. Hey, did you buy that? Natsuki quickly noticed a bottle of alcohol, iced tea, on the staircase where she normally sits and trips to break her neck. Da-na-na, under. Yuri nods, avoiding eye contact. What, like for me? But you didn't know I was coming here today. What if I didn't show up? Well, I mean, I would have drank it myself, I guess. It was a stupid thing to do. No, it wasn't stupid. I just thought, never mind. Oh, look at her. Look at her beautiful face. What I meant to say is thank you. And that it's a really nice gesture. It's it's okay if you don't feel that way. I do. It was the other things that I didn't mean. I swear, please believe me. Yuri pauses, then nods. Talking is hard. I get it wrong a lot too. So I believe you. Natsuki exhales in relief. She then sits down next to Yuri and takes the drink. Knowing Yuri, she was probably overthinking it so much that Natsuki's tepid response filled her with self-doubt. I'll do something nice for you next time. Please, don't feel objected. I want to. I want to do nice things too. Okay, thank you. You can thank me after I figure out how to do something nice. I'll do it then too. Natsuki sighs. Hmm? Nothing. It just reminds me how I haven't been getting along with my friends lately. Is that why you've been coming here? Well, no, not exactly. I haven't been avoiding them on purpose or anything. There are just other things I'd rather be doing during lunch lately, like being around them. I like being around them when we're all just having fun, but they also just can't take anything seriously. So when I don't know, feeling serious, then their attitudes just really get on my nerve, and it makes me want to freaking kill them with my gun. It's only gonna worse everything ever since. Oh wait, it's only gotten worse ever since I joined the literature club. How come? I don't know. I feel like I used to be really good with just putting up with it because it would be so stupid to cause drama over a joke I didn't like or anything. But I just have a hard time doing that lately. But it's but it's my fault for being overly sensitive. If I have a problem, I'm not gonna demand for everyone around me to change. But, yeah, I know. Monica and Sayori really don't agree with that kind of thing. But they're not in my portion. So it's easy for them to say that you should just continue your feelings or whatever. It's not like my friend group does that kind of thing. I would just be making an embarrassment of myself. Sorry, none of this has anything to do with you. I don't know why I'm talking about it. It's okay. I like listening. What? Listening to other people's problems? Yes. Ha ha ha, that's weird. Sorry. I just like learning about people. Do you think it's weird? No, that's not weird. I probably just misunderstood, so I don't know. Does that mean I should keep going? If you like. Okay. Well, I don't know what to talk about. What are you what are you some what are some things that you like about your friends? A lot of things. I mean, they're really fun to hang out with, like after school and on the weekends. And they really like my baking, and it's fun to complain about school together. Ha ha ha. They make me laugh a lot, and we have a lot of good memories and inside jokes. Oh, I'm bad at a lot of those things. So, are you are those all things that are important to you? Well, kind of, but they're not things I need to get out of every day. Everybody, everyone in the club is really different from that, but I'm still friends with them too. Well, Sayori really likes your baking, and she makes you laugh, and she complains a lot. That doesn't mean she's anything like my other friends. Well, unlike them, she's a nice person who cares about your feelings. Excuse me? How about you don't talk that way? Don't talk that way about my friends and that you don't know anything about. Natsuki stands up. No, wait. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't want to say something bad. Please don't leave. Natsuki sighs and shakes her head. It's fine. As long as you understand that you can't just judge people like that. I'm sorry. Natsuki sits back down. You can't just compare friends like that and like miss under miss Mr. I don't know how to fucking say that word. Miss who's better than who. Everyone's different. I'm sorry. I just uh, I just don't like people who want to hurt you. A moment of silence stretches between them. Oh, sad music again. Woohoo! They don't want to hurt me. We just like to tease each other about stupid things. It's fun. I don't like that. Well, that's why I'm friends with them and you're not. You like it? Ugh. Just don't worry so much about me. It's not worth it. I'm sorry. I wish I knew how to help with social conflicts. Like how Monica can. She's good at these things. Not really. Also, I don't always want help. Sometimes it's just stuff I have to deal with myself. That's what Monica and Sayori never seem to understand. Sometimes all you do is look at them wrong and they're all like, "Aw, what's wrong? Is something going on? Is everything okay?" I just want to mind my own business sometimes and decide myself if I want to talk about things. The only one who understands that is you. So you really shouldn't be so hard on yourself. You're not as bad as you think. Oh, you don't need to reassure me or anything. I mean that. Plus, it makes sense that someone who doesn't like a lot would make a good listener. Thank you. You are also nice. Aww. Eh, it's really hard for me. It doesn't come naturally at all. It's so weird because I always thought of myself as someone who can just say whatever's on my mind. Whatever's on my mind. But I feel like that only works when I'm annoyed or upset or I want to say something mean. Why am I like that? You don't have to answer that. I'm not. I'm just talking to myself. That's funny. Yui nods and remains silent. Natsuki noticed her fidgeting with the page of her book. How come you like reading so much? Oh, well, a lot of reasons, but I just get sucked into it so easily. It's so infuriating. Like, I want to be a part of it. I think there are a lot of things about people in real life that make me feel uncomfortable and frustrated, especially when it comes to following social conversations and group intersections. I just don't really understand it, and I have no real desire of protest. But it's different with books. It feels like I always want to be around the characters. I feel such a strong emotion connected with them in ways that I've never felt with real people. So in that way, it can sometimes feel more real than real life. Really? It's that hard for you to be around people? Like, all the time? Very often. Especially in group settings. When people are making all kinds of conversation and saying jokes and all of that, I don't know what to do, and I just distant, yeah, whatever. Oh, that doesn't get lonely. I don't think so. I can still enjoy spending time with people, one on me, on one on, wait, one on one, and I have online friends too, of course. Do you ever wish that you could be friends with the characters in your books? All the time. Sometimes so badly that it makes my heart ache. Yeah, me too. Really? Mm-hmm. A lot. Like more than anything. After Natsuki mutters that, silence fills the stairwell once more. But it's a mutual silence, one full of understanding. Oh wow, really? Already? Holy crap, okay. This is gonna be the shortest episode so far. It's mostly because I'm not reading comments. Most they're not visiting my live stream. So yeah, that's why I'm not reading any comments, because there's none. But that's fine. I'm enjoying the game anyways. I'm enjoying it. I'm still enjoying it. Yes, I do feel a little lonely, but I don't care. I like reading. It's honestly more fun talking to you guys and playing the game at the same time. But I'm fine with playing the game too. Okay, let's begin. Let's start it again. Hey. Oh, hello. I almost thought you weren't coming today. Well, yeah, well. Lunch is already more than halfway over. Fuck! Natsuki had typically been meeting Yuri in the stairwell much earlier, since it had been a good way of dodging her friends when she didn't feel like seeing them. Today, she's holding a large plastic counter in both hands. I ran into my friends, so I hung out with them for a while. Is that so? Yeah. I, I was in a good mood today, so I figured should. I hadn't seen them in a while, which I had to come up with an excuse for. But I accept that. Expect that. Plus, I have way more of these than I know what to do with them with. So I figured I would share with them too. As she sits down, Natsuki opens the lid of her counter. Canal. I think that's what it's called. That's what it says. You made cupcakes? You know it. It's been a while at this point, so I figured it was about time again. You can take one if you want. Yuri takes a cupcake and carefully twirls it between her fingers. It's brown and dark, with dark green frosting imitates shapes into a floral pattern and topped with some kind of glittery powder. How pretty. How pretty. I just ate, so I may not be able to finish it. Are they for the club? Yeah, I guess so. I didn't really think about it. I just made them. I just thought that because green is Monica's favorite color, right? Well, yeah, that's not, that's not really. Yuri takes a small bite. This is green tea flavored. I love green tea. I love green tea. Oh, do you? It was just a random idea I wanted to try, so... Ha 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 ha. Don't laugh at me. I'm not. I'm not. I just felt happy. Oh, sorry. Usually when... Never mind. What I meant... Fuck! I can't speak! Never mind. What I mean is that I'm glad. Sorry for saying dumb things again. I just wanted to do something nice. And this is something I happen to be good at. And I do know that you like them from past experience. Yuri turns red, recalling the time she treated herself rather generously to Natsuki cupcakes. Ironically, her mouth is too full of cupcake for her to stammer an excuse, so she just settles for a disappointing look. How did you get into baking? Oh, well, I don't know. It kinda just always appeared to me. Well, a few years ago, I read this one manga with a lot of baking, so I got, like, super into it for a while. I was probably making stuff almost every day. But it's something that I always knew I liked anyway. It's like baking is like art. But when you get good at it, it gets more delicious too. I'm struggling to imagine myself putting my heart into something so artistic, knowing that it would just be eaten afterwards. Ah, yeah, maybe you're too practical for it. I think I prefer to be on the serving end. That's my other favorite part about it. It's something I can do that makes a lot of people happy. Like, uncontrollably. everyone is always so thankful, and in that moment you get to be like the brighter of joy, beginner of joy. I don't know. It just makes me feel value. Yeah, I guess that. So you were able to make up with your friends today? Hmm? There wasn't really anything to make up with them about. We weren't fighting or anything. You weren't? Maybe I misunderstood. It only turns into a fight if I lose my cool. And that's just unnecessary drama. It only makes things worse. So they're not going to stop? I mean, it only happens sometimes anyway. It's just the way they are. I'm the only one who ever has a problem with it. It's not worth it. Especially since I have somewhere to go now when I don't feel like hanging out with them. Oh, I see. The cupcake's empty foil wrapper awkwardly crinkles as Yuri clenches a fist. Oh, different song. Sadly, you can't hear. Actually, no, it's the same. It's a new song, but we already heard it before. I'm glad that the solution is resolved. Ooh. This is a beautiful song. This soundtrack is beautiful. There's only one song. Actually, no, there's a couple of songs that are not beautiful. Serenora? Um, the Yuri and Natsuki fight song, like boom bang boom, like it's all goofy and stuff. Um, the Just Monica song. Um, maybe there's one more. I don't know. I forgot the other one if there is one more. But most of the songs, like technically almost all of them, are beautiful songs. They're so beautiful. I like them. Okay. I'm glad that the solution is resolved and that you don't have to avoid them anymore. Yeah, me too. And I don't have to bother you during your alone time anymore. I'm sure you have a lot of reading to catch up on. Yeah, I know that. That cupcakes are basically nothing compared to all the stuff you've done for me. But it's the best I can do. So you can have the rest of them. Masterky grabs the box and slides it over to Yuri's feet. Aww. Yuri stares at the box. Then she shakes her head and slides them back. You should save them for your other friends. But I made them for you. Masterky's voice whines as she protests. I know. And I like them very much. Exactly as you thought. You succeeded. But I know you care about making your other friends happy too. And if this is the way you know how to make that happen, then I'm not going to take it from you. No, they were for making you happy. You make me happy. You're worth more than cupcakes to some people. That's why they want to spend time with you. and be your friend. Aww, they're so cute. I just want to hug both of them without. Oh, my favorite song! Without warning, tears pour out from Natsuki's eyes. Oh no! She pulls her knees to her chest and starts sobbing into her arms. Natsuki, I'm such a bad person. No, no. This is making me sad now. Great. Um, Yuri stammers, feeling panicked. I didn't mean to say something bad. Natsuki shakes her head and wipes her eyes. You didn't. I just... Natsuki tries to choke back her sobs, but struggles to speak through them. I just really hate myself sometimes, and it feels so wrong when you say those nice things to me. Like I don't deserve it. I'm sorry. No, I am. I'm so difficult, and I can't think of even a single thing about myself that somebody would like. And I hated myself for bothering you during lunch. I just thought it was my chance to be a good person, like to be nice and do the things you wrote about in the letter. I knew if I tried in the club, Sayori and Monica would be super annoying and make a huge deal out of it. You know, I think a lot of those negative things too about myself. I never felt like a good person. I always satirize everything I say, and later I feel like I said all the wrong things. And I just spend so much time thinking about myself, hating myself, and feeling like everyone else just must hate me too. So I understand some of that through my own experience. And that's why I wanted to write the letter and express my feelings. It pained me to see those things in someone else that I saw in myself. Natsuki stiffens Yuri woos through her bag and pulls out some tissues, then hands them to Natsuki. All. Monica told me that it takes a good person to reflect on these things. The desire to improve yourself, that makes you a good person, so don't worry so much. Also, there are things about you that people would like, so, like what? Like, like how you're fun for people to be around, and you're not shy, and you know how to make people laugh, and you're very passionate about things, and you know how to take the lead, and you care a lot about your people, other people, and just a lot of things. Oh, well, not your, well, now you're making me feel really embarrassed. Well, you're the one who asked, and don't, don't you think I feel embarrassed? Yuri tries to hide a smile, then she sighs as it fades again. Every time I come here, I always think it's the last time, but then I keep coming back for some reason. Is that bad? Just really confusing. I mean my friends and I go go way back, so ditching them all the time feels like, I don't know, feels like what? Excuse me? Natsuki's voice gets quiet. Maybe I'm scared that they'll get mad at me. I really don't know what to do. She pauses. Yuri stares into the distance, tracing her eyes along the patterns of the floor tiles, while she thinks to herself, What what would you do, hypothetically, if your friends were happy for you instead of mad at you? Happy for what? Happy that your new club is making you happy. Well, that's just not a fair hypothetical. Natsuki says that, but with little confidence in her voice. I always told myself that I don't rely on the approval of with my others to be happy. And I still feel that way, but I'm spending time with people who put me down whenever I don't have their approval. And that's making me feel so confused, because I'm threatened out of the things that should make me happy. So no matter what, it's like I have to be unhappy to be happy. It's making my head hurt. That must make it really difficult to feel uncomfortable with yourself. Being made to feel like you're wrong just for being the person you are. It really goes against everything I believe in, doesn't it? Doesn't it? It goes against the kind of person I want to be. I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up with a lot of things. Natsuki presses her palm into her forehead and shakes her head. I know what's best for me, but I keep convincing myself out of it. It's so much easier to be completely unhappy than it is to do something so scary. To do what? You know, to end it. With them? Natsuki nods. I didn't think you were imagining considering that as an option. I wasn't until recently. It's just one of those things where, like, it's been a certain way for so long that you just get used to it. It's like so much of you has gone into it so much that it feels like that's just how your life is. And throwing it away is like throwing away such a big part of your life. It makes me feel sick to think about. Natsuki sighs. It's just really, it's just really scary. It's terrifying. What are you scared of? I don't know. A lot of things. Like being alone. Not having anyone to talk to or hang out with. Not being able to replace what I have with them. And I don't want them to hate me. And I'm scared they'll hurt me for being against them. Physically? Not physically, but Yuri clenches her fist. Natsuki, what? If anyone even thinks to cause you harm, I will unlash, unleash hell upon them. Natsuki snorts in laughter. Don't laugh at me. Ha ha ha. Sorry, I was just, I like that. That's all. Oh, well, I meant it. I know you did. Natsuki gives Yuri an endearing look. Aw, that's so cute. I needed it. Hmm? At, as the conversation leaks, Natsuki again slides her box of cupcakes over to Yuri. Just take them, okay? I don't I don't want to I don't want other people to have them anymore. Are you sure? Natsuki nods. I'm sure. I will then. I will enjoy them. Natsuki looks away, but a feeling of warmth spreads through her. She holds on to the feeling, knowing it will give her courage. I thought that was the end for a second. It's like, oh wow. Ooh, this is a beautiful song too. Ah, you're here first today. Mm-hmm. And you brought reading material? Mm-hmm. Natsuki is sitting in her usual spot, this time holding a volume of manga while her lunch sits beside her. Yuri sits down as well and opens her own book. It sucks when a good series has to come to an end. Like it's such a big part of your life, and then one day there's just nothing left. Darn it. It makes you feel so empty. Uncomfortably, I'm about to experience that myself. I'm on the last book of this series. That sucks. But there's also something satisfying about letting a story conclude. I don't know if I want it to go on forever. Maybe. But these are some things that I wish could. On the other hand, have you ever reread something that overstated its welcome? Yeah, definitely. I can think of at least one thing I've read that got pretty like halfway through, and that ending really sucked. So it sucks when something good has to end, but it also sucks when they just keep inviting more plot until you don't like it anymore. I guess it sucks either way. Mm-hmm. Well, that's the nature of hell. That's the nature of all things. They come to an end. The two fall silent, tripped, and break their neck. Once again. Da-na-na. They slowly eat while making their way through their respectable reading material. Expect, except Monica. It's except Natsuki doesn't seem to be touching her food at all. You don't go out during the weekends, right? Excuse me? Like with friends the at the mall or downstairs or whatever. I'm total I'm not a total shut-in, you know. Oh, my bad for making obsessions. Well, I'm sure I go out less often than other people, like you and the others in the club. I don't really meet with friends and I really spend time like that. I'm usually meeting with my board game group. Board game group? It doesn't matter. It's just more nerdy stuff. Why do you ask anyway? I was just curious. I just realized that I couldn't picture it, so I was just curious. Yuri looks at Natsuki and realizes that she's shaking. Don't look at me like that. Sorry. Sad music again. Natsuki pulls her knees into her chest and puts her head down. I can't take this. Did I do something? Yuri gets flustered, her mind racing over that she may have said or done. I did. I ended it. I texted them either earlier, telling them, and then I just blocked them because I'm so afraid of their response. And now it feels like I'm dying inside. Oh, that's... I'm sorry. Ooh, that sucks. Totally unsure of what to do, Yuri can barely find any words of support to offer. Meanwhile, the sound of Natsuki's unsure, hard breathing fills the air. Then she speaks again, barely above a whisper. Help me. I feel sick and I want to hit my head against things. Please, help. I can't take this. You may be having a panic attack. With the realization, Yuri's demeanor suddenly changes. I have experience with this, so I'll help you through it, okay? Natsuki Miki nods through her rapid breath, head still buried in her knees. Yuri slides over to Natsuki and sits on the step beside her. Then she puts her hands on Natsuki's shoulder. Can you feel my hands? Natsuki nods. Her shaking becomes much more approved through Yuri's sense of touch. Yuri keeps her voice low and gentle. You're safe right now. You're in a good and safe place where nothing can hurt you. Natsuki nods once more. Although Yuri is only touching Natsuki's shoulders, she is practically feeling her racing pulse through the base of her neck. We'll do a breathing exhale together. All you have to do is listen to my breath and breathe along with me. Let's breathe in now. Yuri takes a deep, slow breath. Beneath her hands, she feels Natsuki's shoulder rising as Natsuki takes a breath of her own, trying to mimic Yuri. They exhale together, although Natsuki's breath shakes on the way out. That's good. Let's keep going. Yuri breathes in one more, and Natsuki joins her. They continue like that for a few more cycles while Yuri closing meaner or something like that. Eventually, Yuri feels Natsuki rest more of her weight into Yuri's palms. Let's focus on the physical world. All you have to do is focus on the feeling of your breath going in and out and the weight of my hands on your shoulders, you're in a safe and comfortable physical space. Minutes pass in silence. By now, the worst of it has passed, but Yuri is determined not to move away until Natsuki prompts her to. Her to. Meanwhile, Natsuki has lifted her head off her knees, and her breathing has mostly stilled, or something like that. Then she takes a final deep breath and slowly pulls herself to her feet, causing Yuri to let go. She stretches her arms. I'm so... I'm sorry. I didn't mean to freak out. I don't know what my deal is. You don't have to apologize. This must be emotionally stressful for you. Is that going to keep happening? It may, or it may not. We can take measures to help prevent it in the future, but I think it will naturally get better over time. Natsuki motions to sit back down again. Yuri moves over. Yuri turns away to pick up her open book from the dusty floor, which she had hastily set down earlier. She brushed the dust off the cover. I don't think I could have gotten through that alone. You're not alone. Feeling shy again, Yuri speaks into her own lap. From now on, you don't have to do anything alone. I feel bad for Natsuki. Natsuki, I just want to hug her. As she says that, Yuri tenses up. It's rare for her to so so openly share her thoughts. But something about Natsuki, of all people, makes it feel so much more natural to do so. Perhaps because, like Yuri, Natsuki is so timid and uncertain of herself. Natsuki does such a good job at hiding it that it's taken a long time for Yuri to finally realize it. And because of that, Yuri is able to deliver that resolution that she herself would have wanted, demonstrating, whatever that says, that you deserve and love of others. If you can accept that for the first time, then perhaps you can begin the journey of learning to love yourself. Oh, that's so cute. That is so cute. I want to hug both of them. Mostly Natsuki right now because look at her. She deserves a hug right now. She looks so sad. Do you really mean that? You're probably gonna regret saying that if you do. How so? Because I'm probably gonna have a lot of free time during the weekends from now on. So you're giving me permission to be as annoying as I want and drag you around to a lot of places. I see. But you already said it, so you can't take it back now. Ah, fudge. I'm screwed. Well, I suppose I have no choice but to accept that responsibility then. Mm-hmm. Oh, look at them! They're so cute. I know a good ice cream place. Oh? That means you'll finally figure out my favorite ice cream flavor. Oh, look at that Suki. That's so cute. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, you don't remember? The first day that you came to the club, you guessed everyone's favorite ice cream flavor, but for me, you said you had no idea. Seriously? I don't remember that at all. Oh wait, yes, I do. I said it was probably green tea. Yuri shakes her head. It's a good guess, but my favorite is usually to get chocolate and raspberry together. Chocolate and raspberry? How fancy. Look at Natsuki. Look at her. She's smiling and stuff. That's so cute. How is that fancy? How is that fancy? Oh, I don't know. I feel like I should have guessed something like that. Well, maybe next time on Dragon Ball Z. Maybe next time I'll try chocolate and strawberry. Wow, okay. What was that noise? That was scary. My throat is starting to hurt because Natsuki's voice. Look at Natsuki! She is too cute for her own gosh darn good. Hey, strawberry is my favorite. Hmm. What a chop. What a conconsent. Okay, just a second. I was just checking something. I think it helps to have something to look forward to. I still have the sick feeling in my stomach. Aww. So, technically Natsuki messaged her friends, and now they're not friends anymore. You lost all of those friends, the big, one of those big part of your lives, and you just ended it. That's sad. That is very sad. But it's easier now to convince myself that I did the right thing. Is there anything better I could be doing? No, not that I know of. There's nothing that I will make this easy for me. And you already did more than I thought anyone could. Come to think of it, we never talked about the letter you wrote. But I feel like we're way past that at this point. I don't even know what to talk about. Except that I think it helped me understand my needs a little bit more. A little bit better. The way I feel like to the way I like to be treated, and the kinds of friends that I want to have. That's way I want. That's why I wanted to start coming here in the first place, even though I was so scared of causing more problems. I thought, I thought, I thought it was a contradiction that you ran into me here in Tennessee. In Intuitively. Ah, oh, well, not exactly. What do you mean? Nothing. I, I may have tricked you down first. Tracked you down first. With the help of Sayori. That's But you said I was shy, okay? I wasn't ready to, like, wherever you know what I'm saying. Well, I guess I'm glad that you worked up the courage, even if it was in your own way. I can I can tell that you've been making a lot of difficult decisions. It's brave and it will make things better in the long run. I think anyone would be proud of you for it. Anyone? You mean like you? Yes. Like, I mean, like me. You know, I could get used to this. Oh, I just want to hug both of them. As long as as long as you don't tease me too much. Fine. Just a little then. That's fine. Aww. I know how uncertain everything feels to you right now. But I really do think that you, um, wait. But I do, but I really, but I really do think that that good. Oh my gosh, I can't read the sentence. But I really do think that good things are in store. Those are my honest feelings. Thanks. It feels nice to be reassured, or something like that. The two girls continue their conversation through the remainder of lunch. But a new feeling hangs in the air, a feeling of greater certainty in their path forward. In just a few hours, there will be another literature club meeting where the four club members will happily spend time together. Each of them has all their each of them, all with their own special qualities, have something unique that they can deliver to one another. Through friendship and literature, the club members will continue to grow and find new happiness together. The end of each chapter is the start of the next time. Next, Yuri thinks to herself, since she since she's about to finish her long-running series, it would be best to have a new book lined up. Perhaps this weekend would be a good time to visit the bookstore together. Okay, I think there's more. If there's not more, um, I thought there's like maybe 3 more. I wasn't sure. I guess I could check my live streams, one of my other live streams. But I want to see that picture. That picture is cute. Where is it? Oh, it's all the way to the top. What? Oh, okay, right here. Oh, look at that. That is so cute. This is also so cute too. And this. How adorable. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed the video because no one joined, but that's fine. But I will keep this all online, obviously. I always keep all my live streams online. Except this one live stream. I made a live stream called a Q&A, and no one came to my live stream. But it's unlisted, so you can still see it. But yeah, I'm going to end the live stream here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you next time.